In this video, you're going to learn the next 5 kana from the sa column. As I mentioned in the previous video, there is a kana in here that's not quite like the others. We'll talk about it when we get to it. Still, just like kaki kuke ko from before, each character is a consonant sound plus a vowel sound smushed together. Let's look at the first one, sa. Sa looks like a slightly weird, curvy sign. Now, the pronunciation of sign, at least the sa part of sign, is similar to sa, even though it's spelled with si in English. So use this pronunciation, the sa in sign, to remember that this is sa. The next kana is that exceptional one, shi. In English, we would spell it out as shi, S-H-I. To us, it's different because it has 2 consonants before the vowel. But think about it from a Japanese perspective. They aren't thinking in Romaji or English letters. The sh sound is a single sound when you think about it. To make that sound doesn't take any more effort than just saying the s sound. You just position your tongue in your mouth differently. So there's no si sound in Japanese, it's just a shi sound. That's important to remember. Here's the character. To remember this kana though, think about it like a big fishing hook. When you put the hook into the water, what do you catch? A seal. Imagine the poor thing dangling off the end. Now the si in seal isn't quite shi, but we're using it as a memory hook to remember that this is the shi kana. So when you think seal, think shiel, and then think shi. Now let's look at su. This one looks like a swing. See the big tree branch going across horizontally, and the twirly swing looping around it? You can even imagine a kid being thrown from it. Su. Now let's look at se. This looks like someone opening their mouth, trying to say something. The word say sounds like say. You can also imagine that this person who's saying something also has a sexy tooth, a very big one at that. Lastly, let's look at so. This one's a little complicated, but if you imagine it as a songbird, so for a songbird, it should be fairly easy. It has its wings out, its mouth open, and a little tail. Now, we've come across 2 birds already in our mnemonics. E for exotic bird, and so for a songbird. Try to remember that the exotic bird has a little exotic frill on its head, which is why there's that big detached bit on top. The songbird, which is just your run-of-the-mill bird, does not. That's how you can remember the difference between them, even though they look a little bit similar. Alright, now you're all done with the sa, shi, su, se, so column. Let's quiz them really quick. As always, attempt to pull them from your brain using the mnemonics without looking them up on your own. A little struggle and the active recall are both very good for building memories more quickly. Sa. This looks like a signpost for sa. Shi. You're putting the hook straight down into the water where you catch a shiel or seal. Su. This is a swing. Se. This is a mouth saying something, or a mouth with a sexy tooth. E. Oops, did you get that one right? Remember, the exotic bird has a special frill on top of its head. The songbird does not. So. This one doesn't have a special frill. It's just a regular old songbird. I'd recommend doing the practice over on tofugu.com/guide/learn-hiragana before moving on. The link is in the description below. When you feel comfortable and feel like you know all of them, move on to the next section, where we'll be learning the ta column.